Nobody has a loudspeaker louder than the President of the United States, and that's one of the problems here as well. When Donald Trump speaks, everybody listens, and everybody immediately begins writing stories about it, because usually what he speaks is just, takes everybody by surprise a little bit more every time he opens his mouth. So he has an enormous ability to influence the discussion, and that has, of course, come to be increasingly challenged by the media, by the mainstream media, who aren't necessarily always those with the best credentials for speaking truth to power. But now these mainstream news sources have begun to stand up to this administration, have begun to say, we're not going to say that what you said is not accurate. We're going to say when it is a lie that it's a lie. And this is one way you can fight back against this kind of disinformation. You can speak out openly about it. I think the wrong way to try to fight this kind of disinformation campaign, cynical disinformation campaign, is to try to reason rationally with these people, because these people are not participating in the same traditional of rational debate and discussion and empirical fact-based study and drawing conclusions. It's very cynical what's going on. And so I think that on one hand, a lot of people in the scientific community are working to provide the best information they can without necessarily getting into arguments with these people, because those arguments already proceed from a flawed premise. One, that those people and the scientific community stand on equal ground. They don't. The scientific community has thousands and thousands of researchers and studies that are conducted that test and retest and verify and try to falsify where there are problems in working models and hypotheses that can tell us what's going on in the Earth system and what's going on in the climate. And that itself is what we need to depend upon, because the thousands and thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of person hours that are wrapped up in years and years and years of this work taking place, that's the greatest test of how accurate this information is. So to sort of stand there, one person on one side and another person on the other side, and have this argument with this person who's putting forward obviously bogus information to begin with, is a disservice, because it gives the appearance that these two things deserve equal notice, and it's just a difference of opinion, and it's not just a difference of opinion.